My name is Kate Guest and I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Elle Malaysia.
My name is Amy. I am the Head of Events for Mongoose Publishing.
Hi, my name is Emma. I am the Managing Editor of Elle Malaysia.
My name is Karen. I am the Sales Director for Elle Malaysia.
KL is a city that has a lot of events. And every year there's one venue that everyone goes to, rushes to, and for the next 6 months all your events are at that venue. And so we were really trying to avoid that, and we wanted to get a venue that nobody else had used yet.
We actually don't have a venue yet. So this is, I think, for the moment is my biggest challenge. Of course, it's very imperative that we have a venue, but at the same time, it needs to be outstanding.
Getting a venue for this event was one of the biggest challenges, I can say, because we needed a fantastic space. We needed a space which no one actually used before, and we needed something with outdoor and indoor, and it had a whole long list of requirements.
We wanted something that felt Malaysian, but not in a kind of old-fashioned way, which, you know, like a hotel ballroom. We wanted something that felt fresh and modern Malaysian.
You know, we want to blow people away as how we blew their minds when we launched the magazine. So Elle being like one of the biggest projects for us this year, wow.
The venue that we finally decided on is the Alia Gallery at TPC KL. We love this venue, but it's really not what you would expect a fashion magazine to choose, I think, for their biggest event in 3 years, because it's actually a property showroom.
It is a fantastic space. It has great outdoor, great parking, great indoor space, and it's a space where we could do what we wanted. It's an empty lot.
With the Style Awards nominations, Kate and I drew up an initial long list, and that was very difficult because we have 10 different categories, and coming up with the categories themselves was difficult.
The nominees were quite tough. I remember spending hours with the editorial team, you know.
So our first judge is Han Chong. He has become huge internationally in the past couple of years. He's the designer behind the label Self Portrait. He's from Penang. He's lived overseas for a long time, and he's been a designer for a long time, but only in the past 3 or 4 years has he really kind of hit the big time. From his base in London, he is dressing pretty much anybody and everybody right now. The Duchess of Cambridge wore his dress for the first time last week on the red carpet. So, you know, he's really in the big league at the moment, and we have been so thrilled that we've been able to work with him on so far we've created our shortlist, and then he'll be helping us choose the winners as well. Our second judge is a woman who really doesn't need any introduction to anybody who works in Malaysian fashion. Every single fashion event I go to, I see her sitting on the front row in her signature glasses, taking photo after photo on her phone, which she uploads millions to Instagram. Always a huge supporter of Malaysian designers, and knows what she's talking about because she used to be a designer herself and has also been a lecturer. We call her Kak Zai.
Kak Zai, who's actually very famous in the local scene. You know, she's like the fairy godmother of Malaysian fashion. And then we had...
is another woman who I have seen at almost every fashion event I've been to in Malaysia. I've always admired her style from a distance. She's incredibly stylish. She can wear nearly anything and make it look amazing. But she could buy, you know, lots of overseas designers, but she chooses to wear a lot of Malaysian designers, and I've always really admired that and noticed that. She's a huge champion for Malaysian designers. She also has her own label. She's partnered with a lot of different designers and helped put their work in the spotlight. And her name is Tunku Shanella Jamida. and I had never met her, and I rang her up just out of the blue, and we started talking about Australia and chatting, and then she was like, yes, of course, I'd love to do it. And we still hadn't met at that stage, and I just thought that was incredible. So obviously since then we've met a lot, and she would have to be one of the most gracious, elegant women I have ever met. I kind of sit there cowering in the corner because she's quite intimidating. Our final judge is Datin Sri Zarita from Pandora, Malaysia, who I have had the opportunity to meet quite a few times now through our partnership with Pandora. And I just have to say, she is the epitome of elegance, and kind of a woman who doesn't really even need to try to be elegant. And so we're really thrilled to have her joining us on the judging panel as well.
So this year we've decided, yes, let's do this. Let's do the Elle Style Awards.
Audio Jungle.